All right, guys, welcome back. I'm out here with Emmett. So today, man, I hit the streets. I had no luck. Went home, ate some food, and I got a call. It was Emmett. And last time we met up with him was probably about four months ago. And I met you outside of a gas station.
Yeah, Circle
Just
K
got
on
out.
Congress.
Yeah. So you just got out. Tell us a little bit about that day.
That day I just got off the bus. And it's a weird story. I mean, like, this is crazy, but I got off the bus. I called my sister because I didn't know where I was. I didn't know where anything's at. I thought I was going to a program. It was Cornerstone. I thought it was a program. I came all the way to California to get there, and it was a detox. They wouldn't take me. Now, before I got out of jail, I was accepted at RIM, Recovery in Motion, and they didn't have a bed for me when I was ready to leave. So I had to find a program real quick, and I thought that's what Cornerstone was. I get there, they wouldn't accept me. They gave me a piece of paper with all the programs, and at the bottom of that sheet, there was Recovery in Motion was written in, and I called them, and they have a bed open out of the blue 2 days later. And so I called, so they said, yeah, come in Monday. So I went and stayed at my sister's house. And here's the crazy thing. I have a daily, it's not daily, it's just for the day book.
Just for a day.
And I'm at my sister's house, packing my bags for what I was. And the reading for that day was, I'm packing my bags to start my journey in recovery.
Whoa.
And that was crazy. And so, I mean, my sister asked me what it was. That's why I read it that day. And it's just, that was weird. And the next day actually fit in perfect for my life too. And so I can't remember what it said, but the packing of bags one hit me hard though, because it's exactly what I was doing. I was packing my bags, getting ready for my fucking journey to recovery.
The next chapter, yeah.
Yeah, and so I go to RIM and I start RIM, and I was only there for 2 months because after 2 months they were kind of repeating the curriculum and
Redundant, yeah.
Yeah, and they taken away they started to get audited. And so they took away the gym, the outing. So I was like, okay, I'm kind of over this now. So I moved into a place called the Oxford House, which is where we're at now.
Okay.
And it's been life changing. It really has. Even the Oxford House, the structure, it's all helpful. I mean, like I got a full-time job. I'm doing good. I've got 6 months off of right now. I'm doing better than I ever thought. As long as I've ever been off of outside of jail.
Yeah.
So it's been life changing for me.
It's amazing, man. Yeah, I was telling you, this is my first success story, from street interview to success story. That day when we first met, you were fresh out. How much freedom did you have at that point?
At that point, 2 days.
2 days,
a day and a half,
okay.
just the time on the bus.
Okay.
My lieutenant at the time, I'd always said that I'd never go to a program. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to a program. So when I told my lieutenant, because I was getting off probation, I was like, because I've been to jail a lot. I mean, like literally like every 2 months I'd go to jail. And I'd go there for however much time they made me stay there, and I didn't really care. But I told my lieutenant I'm ready to go to a program. And she's like, okay, I'll make sure you get a program. So what she did, she gave me the mental health. She basically told mental health, you can do whatever you want. And so mental health gave me all the it asked me where I wanted to go. So I wanted to go to Arizona because of my daughter. And so I called around all these places. I finally got accepted at RIM, like I said, but then when time would come, it wasn't there. But my lieutenant, she gave me the ability to go to a program, but I had to go straight to the program, which was cool with me. I didn't mind.
Yeah.
And she really helped me out. Because usually you have to be sentenced, because the jail can let you out if you're overcrowded. They can, you know what I mean, to go to a program, whatever. But usually you're on probation, and she took a big chance letting me out.
Mm-hmm.
But she let me out to go to a program, so I only had 2 months left anyway. But she let me out, went to the program. I didn't complete the program, but I got what I could get out of it, and I'm still using it to this day. RIM is a really good program.
I loved it.
I mean, it gave me, like I was telling you before the interview, it gave me a couple of really good tools, like play the tape through, which is it's just playing the tape through if you don't go back to using, and then writing a story about that,
mm-hmm.
and then writing a story about if you do go back to use it. and how your life will end.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's to this day. I go to the bus stop and there's people nodded off. I don't do all, but there's people trying to smell the shoes.
It's crazy, bro.
There's people hitting the bubble at the bus stop, and it's I can get through that now without. I don't want to go back to that life. I don't want to. There's nothing appealing about being homeless. There's nothing appealing about just nothing appealing about that lifestyle. And so, I mean, yeah, when you're in it, it's you think you're doing big things.
Yeah.
I'd said, I was living off maybe $30 a month cash. I mean, I never really had money. Every now and then I'd get a couple dollars put on the casino and I'd win maybe a couple $100, but then I'd fucking blow through that just on dumb shit.
Yeah.
I had a lot of good friends that at the time, they're still my friends, but I never really had to, I never really paid for dope, and they knew I wasn't going to pay. I could get a friend, they knew I wasn't going to pay them. I mean, that's the person I was.
Yeah.
And so it all fucking boiled down to just my life was in shambles. I mean, I didn't see it at the time. I thought I was doing good. I got a beat up ass truck that got rolled that somebody gave me. Fucking, I mean, I thought I was doing good.
Yeah.
And my prized possession was an amp and a fucking 10-inch L7.
Yeah.
So that's where I was at the time. Now I'm looking at that and I could buy that right now just without,
nothing. No.
Like there's nothing. All I got to do, and working fucking 7 hours a day it's nothing. It's better than going down. I have a video of me fucking shoveling fucking snow. I was stuck at the bottom of the hill in my truck with no tread on it.
Mm-hmm.
It just snowed a little bit. I was in the mountains. And I actually used a 2x4 to shovel the fucking snow off the ground so I could make it up the hill.
Yeah.
It took me 15 hours to do that. And cause I was stuck in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, and I would do this dumb shit like that every day for 7 hours, why not go to work and actually make money? I mean, I always thought I come up this way, because I refused to sell drugs because I did so much time in the feds and it scared me.
Yeah.
And, so I refused. That hustle was out the door. I couldn't do it. And my mental demons wouldn't let me do it.
Yeah.
Oh, they're watching you. Oh, they're this or that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know how it gets.
Yep.
And so now I don't even, I stopped taking my meds. I don't hear his voices no more. I mean, I'm fucking doing good, bro.
Wow.
I mean, I'm doing really good.
Is RIM you've been to treatment before?
Never.
Okay.
I always refused.
So this is the first.
I always refused treatment.
And as far as sober living, it's your first round here?
No, actually in Tucson in 2012, I was in sober living. I actually relapsed in sober living.
Okay.
I did for the first time. I almost died. I shot a half gram up like thought it was. I just remember the first, I'd say 9 seconds. I'm like, this don't do nothing to you. I remember saying that, and that's the last thing I remember.
Yeah.
Woke up in the hospital 13 hours later. Wow. And so, with empty pockets.
Yeah. So, now that you have your life back, is it overwhelming at all?
It's, I wouldn't say overwhelming. It's frustrating that things aren't happening the way I want them to happen. Like my daughter, she's 15. She's not trying to talk to her dad all the time. She's not trying to talk to her mom all the time. But every time she does text me, I don't care if she's asking for money. I don't care because I want this on my game. Okay, I'll send it to you. Mm. It's not a big deal to me now. As before, I'd be like, okay, I'll tell her I can do it, but then I can't do it. And so I'll tell her I'm not right now. You know what I mean? Now I'm stable enough where I'm like, oh, you need $40? Okay, I'll send it to you. Mm. And that makes me feel good. But the job came fast. The place to live came fast. I mean, so the overwhelming part is over. I mean, now I'm to the point where I'm only 6 months in, so I'm nowhere in the clear yet. Yeah. But in my mind, I mean, I don't want to become too overconfident. I don't want to become too just full of myself,
complacent.
I don't want to become I got this because I don't really have it yet. I mean, I'm confident because I don't want to live that life anymore. That I know what it's going to happen. It's when you forget what happens. We'll forget that lifestyle. It's like with prison. When you forget what prison was about, it's when you fuck up, when you go back, because I'm beyond that now. So but no, you're not. You're never beyond it. Like that song. This is a battle I'll be fighting my entire life. It's not an easy battle. It's not. Because I got to deal with it every day in the streets. I got to see people getting high. And yeah, I want to get high, but I don't want to get high. I don't want to get. In RIM, they taught you addiction is like this. You do it because it's fun. And then you do it because it's the norm. And then you do it because you have to.
Because you have to.
Recovery is the opposite.
Straight up.
Recovery is the opposite. You go into recovery because you have to, until it becomes the norm, until it becomes fun.
That's deep, man.
Chris Miller. That was Chris Miller right there. I'm not gonna lie. That was not me. That was RIM. That RIM taught me that, and it's truer than a lot of things, you know. And it's. I mean, like recovery is. I've met more people in recovery that welcome you with open arms, not knowing who the fuck I was or what I'm about or anything. And I've met a lot of people that, you know, they keep your arms distance for a second, but like, okay, he's really serious about this. He's been coming here for 4 months now. Okay, so, you know, they were still welcoming, but now it's, you know, it's more of a family. I feel like a family to me. Like I was going to move there to Phoenix where my daughter's at, but I'm like, well, that's not where my fucking my network is. And now my baby's mom's talking about moving back down here, which is cool because, you know, I mean, like that's close to my daughter. My sister would love to see my daughter.
How's your relationship with her, baby mom?
My baby's mom, we talk. Like I said, I got to go talk to my lawyer today because I have a domestic violence case against. She lied though. I'm not gonna say she lied. She misrepresented the truth. She attacked me. I didn't do nothing really, and then I threw her phone. I took her phone from her. I didn't do that. I threw it out the window. And she followed it. I left. I came back. When the cops got there, next thing I know, I strangled her. I did this. I did that. So, yeah. But it was so serious. They gave me a bunch of misdemeanors. Sure. So you know what I mean. I'm not tripping off misdemeanors. Yeah. I've accidentally caught like 3 in my entire life. Yeah. It's always felonies. Yeah. So I'm not tripping off of it all. I'm taking it to trial. Actually, and then when I was in court, I asked the judge when I went to go quash the warrant. I was like, "Is there a restraining order?" Because I'd like to talk to my daughter. She's like, "No, it's been lifted," so I could talk to her. But I mean, her relationship is decent. Good. Man. We talk. It's been years, so it's just like trying to fucking reestablish this relationship with her and my daughter, and she has 3 other daughters too that came in my life at the same time as my daughter, and I love them all the same. I can't differentiate. Oh, I love you, but not you, you and you. You know what I mean? I can't do that because all them girls came in my life at the same time. So I didn't find out about my daughter until she was 8, like I said, and she had those 3 little sisters. So I have a bond with them. They still call me dad, and it's you know I mean I have a big heart, so I have enough room in there for everybody. So I'm not tripping off of that. It's my daughter though. She's 15. She's growing up fast, and I'm tired of missing it. Yeah. So I'm doing what I can to stay in her life and be a good role model. That's good, man. Yeah, you're doing everything. You're doing everything you have to, man. And one of the things I told stories about in my videos when I first started my channel is like once you get some clean time on your belt, start doing the right thing. There's so many blessings that happen. Small blessings, big blessings. Relationships with your daughter, like just waking up clean, feeling good, being able to feel again. Yeah, exactly. Like I was just grateful for everything that came with recovery, dude. Well, today, my sponsor wants me to send me the hell is that word? I'm getting old. I'm losing words. A gratitude list every day. Okay. And like today, yesterday, I told him, like, so I'm grateful to be in Oxford for friends I've met at AA for having a job that's almost full time and for being able to stand on my own 2 feet. Bam. Today I wrote him, I'm grateful for a sister who actually kind of understands addiction through me and helps me any way possible, for friends that don't judge on the sidelines, and for a newfound way of life. And in the past I've written, I'm grateful for AA and NA because it's got me through a few things the last couple of days. Got my daughter's mom doing everything she could to keep me from seeing my daughter on her birthday yesterday. I'm grateful for my sister. I mean, like, I'm grateful for that. Yeah. Because, you know, I don't feel that way now. I understand she was able going through things. Mm-hmm. Her grandma just died. You know, my sister explained to me the way of my, yeah, okay, never mind. I'm thankful for my housemates. And then before that, I've written, you know, I'm thankful to have dishes to wash. I'm thankful to fucking have a house to clean. Right, yeah. Absolutely, man. It's things that you want to take for granted, but you can't, because you can't take it for granted. Yeah. Not if you've just been homeless for 13 years. I mean, it's just, I mean, like, I'm grateful to have somebody taking care of my dog in California, one of my friends. I'm grateful for fucking my cousin who's sober now too. She's one of the ones that made me want to get sober because she gets sober, anybody could. She's a little old, she's like 4 years older than me. Mm. Love her to death, and we used all the time together, and she's sober now. I have another friend that was on Fetty, and he's sober now down in fucking Huntington Beach. He's doing really good for himself.
Yeah.
I've seen some of my friends going through recovery, and they're doing really good. I actually have a friend from California where I live. She's down in Nogales right now, sober. She had to get out of Calaveras to get sober too. She's down in Nogales with a new boyfriend, which is cool. I love her to death for that.
Mm.
And my dad used to be her connect. She's like my sister, you know.
Wow.
So it's, I mean, like a lot of people I know are trying to the sobriety thing. My friend said it. The one that I said moving to Huntington Beach, she's like, bro, you kicked off a fucking thing because like everybody's following your footsteps now. I mean, maybe not be following them. Might just been their time. They're not trying to be like me, but they're you know what I mean. I'm glad to see a bunch of my friends. They were my friends actually in recovery and sticking to it.
Yeah.
So it's, I mean, like it's every day is a blessing. You know what I mean?
Straight up. Everything.
There's so many blessings.
Everything. Each breath is like if you take it really, really down, like each breath, each time you wake up, everything's a blessing, dude.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be look at me. I'm grateful for what I've given because I'm not fucking. I'm not out of, like I said, I'm not out of the woods yet. I mean, like, I mean, if something bad can happen, I might, you know, I haven't dealt with loss yet. I mean, like in sobriety, I haven't dealt with loss yet. My dog's 14. He might go anytime there. He told me once and I've lost it. And they said, well, he's not doing too good right now. You might just take a gesture or something. I don't know, but he came back from that. I mean, like I haven't dealt with things yet that I have. I don't know how I'm going to react. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I mean, it's just, it's life on life terms. Like, I'm going to deal with it.
I just went through that.
I'll cross that.
In May, lost my dog.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
It's the only time I cry, but
my dog will get me crying. My dog will.
Yeah, that's the only time I cry is when I lose the dog, dude.
I mean, like, I love my dog. I got to fit in my hand. He's 14 now.
Yeah.
So it's. I just tell my friend he was talking about his dog. He's going to bath. So I used to give my dog a bath every 2 days because in dish soap because he had fleas so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And when he would cry, he'd get bit up so bad. He was so little, and you know, the fleas were hurting him. And I washed his little nutsack. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's what I had to do, you know. But he was a good dog. He's a red nose. He's so smart. He's just, everybody loved him. It's like I went to a prison term. I went to fucking Albany County Jail. Every time somebody watched him. I mean, every time somebody fucking took care of him for me. Even once the pound held him for 3 months for me. You know, that's unheard of. And so it's just, you know, I mean, he's such a good dog. He saved his own life, bro. You know what I mean? He hates dogs, but he loves everything else.
Yeah.
But
so what are some of the challenges you're facing right now?
Right now it's getting a car. So I don't have to spend 2 hours to get to a meeting and back. It's finding like things to do in town. Because I don't know anything about Tucson. So just finding things to pass my time. Instead of just sitting here playing video games. You know what I mean? Because like idle hands is a double plate.
Yep. Can only do that so long.
Yeah. So it's like, so I go to meetings. I fucking do what I need to do, but it's like just finding activities to do, like to go things to like. Besides, only things I know to do is go play pool, get high, and go to movies. It's really, everything else is beyond. I don't know.
Yeah.
I live in the smallest town outside Stockton. It was outside in a different county, but I'm from Stockton, but I live in the smallest county called Calaveras in a town called Valley Springs. And there's a bunch of towns right around Valley Springs, Calaveras, or Valley Springs, San Andreas, Calaveras. You might have heard of the Jumping Frogs, Calaveras County, the old Mark Twain story. It's the old Mark Twain story. You know who Mark Twain is, right?
Yeah.
Author?
Yeah.
Well, he wrote a book called Jumping Frogs, Calaveras County, and Angels Camp. They actually have the frog jumps every year.
Oh, okay.
I asked one day, what came first, the story or the festival? And they're like, well, the story.
Yeah.
Mark Twain made it up and they just ran with it. But it's, you know, it's just a lot of things that happened. We had actually for such a small county, it's a big county, but for so many small towns, we have a bunch of serial killers, which is crazy. We have the Speed Freak killers. They killed like 70 something people.
Damn.
Over a period of like 20 years. We have Charles Ling and Leonard Lake. You might have heard of them. They killed a bunch of people too. But they were both in Calaveras County. And it's people get bored up there, I guess.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. It's only so much you can do in a small town.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like I don't really know what to do. I'm like, you know, it's just there was nothing to do but really get high, fucking go to the city, whatever. But
what does it feel like seeing somebody like nod out or twist the bubble? How does it make you feel?
well, if it's not out, I'm just like fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's not
But
what you do on Geo.
twisting the bubble, I can just imagine what it feels like. I know what it feels like. The first hit, and it's like, I'm just like, yeah, you're just like, that would be cool to feel right now, but then,
yeah,
no, I'm good.
That's good.
I
mean, you're playing the tape through.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you don't even know it, right? Like you think about it, you know what comes with it.
It's definition. It's a definition. It's an easy way to do cognitive thinking.
Yeah.
Cognitive thinking, the definition of that is, in my mind, is looking at the outcomes of your actions before you take them. Not the outcomes, but the consequences of actions before you take them. And consequences isn't always a negative thing. There's good consequences. You know what I mean? So you can't always, it's not always negative. Like what's the consequences of me mowing the yard? It's no bad consequences, or what's the consequences of me going to work today? Well, I'll get a paycheck. Yeah. It's, what's the consequences of me not going to work today? I'm not going to get a paycheck. I'll probably lose my job. It allows you to weigh out things you're going to do before you actually do the action.
Yeah.
So somebody's talking shit to me right now. Do I hit him in the face or do I just walk away? Do I, what are the consequences? Is it okay? If I hit him, I'm probably gonna go to jail.
Yep.
If I don't hit him and walk away, nothing, because his fucking opinion of me has no bearing on the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So it's just that's the way the way things are. Before, it's like I'd be the one to call everybody out whether I would get my ass whooped or not. So it's one of the things. It's just trying to fucking do better for myself and better for my daughter.
That's good, man.
So, and I can't.
So proud of you, dog.
And I have to do this for myself in order to be a better person for my daughter.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like,
straight up.
That's just the way it is.
If somebody was watching and they're wondering how you got this far, do you think you just had to go through what you had to go through, kept getting knocked down and all that, and then something just switched in your head? Like, how do you think you got this far? How do you think you got this mentality?
I'm gonna give this all to my fucking sister and my ex-girlfriend. My sister wrote me a letter. Well, my ex-girlfriend, she got sober and she ghosted me for her own good. I was mad at the time. I kind of went through it a lot, but she ghosted me for her daughter. She's cool. I still talk to her today. I still love her to death. I'm pretty sure I'm still in love with her. But our paths took different ways, so that's cool. I can deal with that. Mm-hmm. But her wanting to get sober for her was one thing that wasn't really going to happen. I tried. It didn't work. My sister wrote me a letter, and my sister wrote me, this is the exact letters of the word. I read it a million times. We're about to go on a cruise. Your niece, or Charlie is my niece, is about to go skiing up in Flagstaff. What are you doing with your life? You're letting it waste away. You're so smart. You can do anything you want. And she'd said that shit to me before, but it never hit home. I'm sitting in jail. I'm like, you know what? That's fucking, it made me cry. I'm like, she's right. I'm wasting my life. And so at that point is when I decided that I'm over it. I'm done. I don't want to get out. I don't want to go out and get my car. I don't want to go out. The truck I was talking about, because I have like 8 cars all broke down. Nobody gives you a working car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except one person actually did give me a working truck. It's just been rolled. Mm-hmm. But, so I'm like, I am over it. I'm done. There's nothing here really for me. If I get out, I'm just going to get high again.
Yeah.
And so I need to leave. So that's why I started looking at rehabs here. And because they would just send me to rehab there in a second. I'd been there, I had to wait 30 days for the rehab to have a bed open and get my insurance changed over and shit like that. But the jail and my mental health there, her name was Cody. I can't remember her last name, but she's a beautiful woman. She's just helped me every step of the way. And my lieutenant helped me every step of the way. She opened all the doors for me that needed to be open so I can make my life a better place. I called my probation, my old probation officer the other day. And I told him, look, I'm doing good, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I told you, all I needed to do was leave California. Because they always ask me, what do we need to do to help you get sober, to get you sober? Let me leave. And they wouldn't let me leave.
Wow. Yeah.
So
I'm sure they've heard that before and they did it and people just took off, fled.
And then today, before I called you, actually, I called my old, my drug counselor, who came to see me in jail when in class, and she told me, you're the only person I ever gave up on. Wow. She said, I've been doing this for 20 years, and you're the only person I gave up on. So I tried to call her today to gloat. I really did. I was like, look at me now. But I'm only 6 months in, so I really shouldn't do that. But
That's all right. You're proud.
I'm proud of where I come. And I did it without jail. I mean, I did it without your little dumbass programs you thought you were going to shove down my throat.
Yeah.
It didn't do it without your fucking threats behind my back. Talking about, you don't do this, you're going to jail. You don't do this, you're going to jail. And once they lifted all that stress and anxiety off of me, it was easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
The probation thing is not, and I couldn't get sober on probation. Nothing they said was going to change my view on that. Nothing.
Yeah.
When they violated me here for domestic violence I was talking about, and they sent me back to California. And they took my purpose in life. I've said it before. My purpose was in kids. I love getting up every morning, waking them up, taking them to school, drinking my cup of coffee on the porch, waiting for me to get ready. I loved that. That was my purpose. I knew I was doing something for my daughter and my kids that would better their life, and they took it from me. And so, I just sat on the fucking pity pot for fucking years. Until I fucking got probation. And so, I probably could have done better. I probably could have got a job. I probably could have helped my daughter from afar. I could have done that. But that's all hindsight. I can't change that. So,
yeah.
But I can't change the future. I can't change her future. So I can change it for the better. And that's my goal right now is my drive, my fucking everything. It's my daughter and her and my children and making their lives better.
Yeah. Hey, doggy. Hey, doggy.
Yeah, it's on. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. So so getting a truck eventually, that'll happen. Don't trip on that.
I'll get a car eventually.
It'll happen.
I'm saving up now. Like I said, I'm giving my sister all my money because she's good with money. And she don't need my money. So
if
she ever needed my money, she'd be doing bad. But she don't need my money. So I feel safe giving it to her, and she'll hold it for me, and make sure I do what I need to do with it.
Yeah. So, you're doing all the right things, man. Super proud, man. So I guess we'll finish off with I guess any advice you have for people who are out there struggling or just got to sober living. Any advice? Anything you want to say? Let's finish off with that.
It's only advice I can give is give it a try. I mean, like if you don't like it, you can always go back.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy. But if you try it, you'd be amazed at what you can achieve, how smart you really are, how much of a difference you really can make for the better in other people's lives. Yeah. And if you don't like it, you don't like sobriety, you don't like making money, you don't like having a job, you don't like not having to live day to day in pain and fucking suffering, you can go back to it.
Yep. It's always there.
It's always right there.
It's always out there.
So, you give it a try. Fucking, your life can only get better. If you don't feel it's getting better, you go back. Like I said,
so, Fact.
And it's never going to happen until you're ready to do it. So, but once you're ready, and then you got your reasons why you don't want to go back, try. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything.
Yep. All right, man. Well, appreciate the update.
It's the best I got.
We'll keep in touch, brother.
Yeah, definitely.
Proud of you, man.
Thank you.